Hey, thanks for clicking in. I believe you want to learn how to use Gemini AI for beginners. You're at the right video. Hi, my name is Alvin Pang, the creator of Get the Success. If you're looking for more AI tips and marketing tips, do consider subscribe to this channel for more tips. Take note, this tutorial video is designed for total newbies who never used Gemini AI before, but you want to learn to explore and learn how to use AI for your work using Gemini AI. In this video, I will cover 4 important things. Number 1, the functions of the interface, how to prompt properly, how to use it for tasks, so I'll give you some examples you can do, and lastly, how to create images. So let's dive right in. So first thing to do is to take note the website to access Gemini AI. So to access, go to gemini.google.com on your browser, which you type up here. Alright, and then you will see this window, alright, and all the interface, which I'll run you through the interface as well. But before I do that, you must first understand what is it and who created it. So it's created by Google and it's free. Okay, there is also the paid version as well. As of this recording right now, we are all now on Gemini Flash 2, which is free, and there's 2.5 as well, and it keep on growing along the way. So you can see the version of the AI model they're using by clicking on this little arrow here. You can see what version. Of course, the higher the number, the better, and different functions have different purpose. Right. If you're new to this, you want to take note your attention to the bottom of the screen. This area here is where you prompt. Right. So you can ask for things. So let's say, for example, tell me, alright, 10 things that Gemini AI can do. You can actually use the AI to tell you how to learn how to use it also, if that's also possible. So here you explanation like what are the things you can do. Right, can do coding, can do data analysis and content creation, language translation, conversational AI, and so much more. You can do a lot of stuff. Okay, so basically one thing you need to understand is basically what is this box. So this is the area where you click on it, you can type here, so you type over here, alright, to actually prompt. Alright, so this is basically where you type your task. After you type your task, you need to click this button over here to submit. Okay, then there's a plus button. What is this plus button? Is for you to upload files, but now you notice I can't do that because I have not logged in. So let me just log in first. So once you click login, you need to enter your Google, Gmail, or whatever to log in. So once you log in, it will greet you with your name because it knows who you are. Alright, because you log into your Google account. And the benefit of doing this is that you will see on top right hand corner, you see you're logged in over here. Alright, and then another benefit once you log in, as of this version, sometimes they give you more access to more other models when you log in, depending on the recording. So you can actually upgrade to the advanced model. This one you need to pay money, but the free model can do a lot of stuff. So when you log in, right, only after you log in, right, you can click plus. You can upload image, files, and drive. Alright, to help you do certain tasks, which I'll show you later on. Right, you can also do deep research. Okay, what is deep research? Basically is, let's say for example, explain in detail about John 3:16, alright, from the Bible, for example. So what it will do is that basically it will do a deeper research on this by researching on websites. So that's what deep research is all about. Alright, I won't press this because it will take a long time. So you need to click on start research and you start researching to find out information. Alright, so let's say you want to do a new task. This is considered as this is my prompt. This is my first task. If you want to make another task, click on the plus button. Alright, if you're using a mobile phone, it's found at the top of the screen. Alright, that looks something like this. Alright, look like this. Alright, on top up there. Okay, so now I'll click new chat. Okay, why do you want a new chat? Because every time when you make a new task, you want to open a new chat. So another benefit of logging in is that wherever you do in your task, let's say for example, plan for me a trip to Japan. Alright, every time when you do a task, alright, this is a new task, alright, in the chat window, the prompt, you'll notice that the on your left, right, there's this thing called activity list, new chat. You will see your previous chat things on your left side. So you can see this 10-day trip is updated over here. Alright, you can also pin it or rename it if you want to. So if you notice, if I click on this one, this is my first one which I did on John 3:16 earlier, and this is my earlier one. You can also pin, alright, pin your favorite chat. So you can see I pinned some things over here. Those things that you feel is important, you can actually pin them as well. So in terms of interface, what's important to understand is where to prompt, which is over here, how to create new chat, which is over here, click over here the plus button, and how to attach files. Alright, you can also talk to it by clicking here if you want to. Alright, that's the most basic thing you need to know before you start using it. So in order to get things done correctly when you tell the AI to do certain tasks, you must use proper prompting. Right, means you need to type good instructions, right, here for it to do the task that you want it to do. So I created this framework, which you can find in the description of the video, where's the link. Right, what you want to do is to make sure you give it a role. Alright, I always tell the task, the details, and the format. Okay, so you need these 4 things. You can download this picture, it's available to you for free. Alright, check out the description to get this image. Alright, so always have these 4 things. So how do you use this? Alright, very simple. Alright, so first part is the role. So you can say, like, for example, act like you are the pastor of a local Singapore church. Right, so this one is the role. Alright, next one is you basically have the task, what you want the AI to do. Your task, alright, is to come out with a sermon, alright, on John 3:16, for example, and for a preaching of maybe 1 hour. Alright, then after that, what you want to do is have the details. So basically, what is the format, right? Then you say reference from only NIV Bible, and lastly, the format of the sermon should have 3 points about the love of Jesus, 1 application at the end, for example. So you got 4 areas. First, you tell it who it should be, give it the task, give it the reference, alright, and also the format. Alright, you can also say things like maybe the website and use only, alright, Pentecostal, alright, sorry, I don't. Alright, Pentecostal, alright, references. Alright, so this will give the AI some bias, what type of reference I want it to from. Alright, so you don't want it to reference from wrong reference. Alright, then click submit. After you click submit, right, the AI will pretend to be a pastor, alright, and then will start giving you the sermon as what you see over here. Alright. The reason why I normally recommend all my friends to use Gemini, because sometimes you can see like there's a little button here to tell you where the information actually comes from, right? So at least you know where, right? In case it doesn't tell you, alright, there are ways to tell. Okay, so you can see the sources. Alright, in ChatGPT you can't see. Alright, that's why we are recommending using Gemini AI instead. So let's say these are all the material that came out, and you want to know all this word where it come from, so you know is it trustable or not. What you can do is go all the way down, click on more, and then click on double check response. When you do that, what it's doing is checking all the words and statement, alright, that actually been prompt out over here. And you can see there's some of the words, okay, like for example this one, right, there's a little button here. It tells you where the source of the information came from. Okay. So you can read it for yourself, alright, whether which area you want to use. Okay, for example, let's say you you like this and you're not sure. What you can do is to copy this, alright, and paste here and say tell me where this reference information comes from. Right, that's what you can do, alright, to ask information. So sometimes it doesn't come out, tell you where the reference is from. It doesn't matter because it's auto-generated. So again, it says it actually come up on the prompt, as you can see here. Even when I force it to say website, it doesn't tell me which website it particularly come from. So that's something you need to take note when you're using this. Alright. So now that I have the sermon, alright, no, you can say things like giving further instruction. So what you need to understand is when you type anything right now inside this chat window, it knows you are talking about the context about explaining John 3:16. So let's say, for example, I want it to give me an outline of this sermon for a PowerPoint with 3 points and 1 application. Okay. So you give you the title, alright, and also give you the points, alright. So another use case for this is that what you can do is that once you have the points, you can copy and paste to your PowerPoint easily as well. Okay, you can also attach your PowerPoint or your document and ask it to help you create the talking points as well. Alright, so that's another use case you can use in this scenario. Alright, you can also say, let's say now that we understand how this works, they can based on this sermon, give me 5 good sermon titles. Alright, so sometimes we struggle with title, right? So you can ask it for titles, right? So it can give you different titles for your sermon, whatever you choose. So very quickly, I just went through all 3 already, the functions, how to prompt, some task examples. I'm going to show you how to create images. Alright, so create images very simple. Alright, all you need to do is use the command, alright, create, alright, an image. Alright, you always start off with create an image. So you can say maybe create an image related to this sermon for the title. Let me see, maybe this one. Alright, so you can create image. Sometimes it can, sometimes it cannot, because it's using the free model. But if you see this, means it went through. Okay. So make sure you see this. Sometimes it don't come out because maybe it's blocked or whatever, but actually it can create image. The only thing you cannot do is you cannot create videos, unfortunately. Alright, so it gave me a wrong poster, right? Because I said image. Alright, so redo the image as a poster for my PowerPoint, right, related to the message on John 3:16. Alright. So something like that. Because I did not I think it is interpret wrongly. Alright, so you have to tell it exactly what kind of image you want to do. But basically, you notice I just say redo the image, it will redo the image. It's not as powerful as ChatGPT at the moment, but it's able to generate images generally by just telling it to generate images, and it will generate your images for you. Okay, something like that. Okay, so it's not perfect, but yeah, you notice the spelling is wrong. Okay, so Gemini is not very good in making pictures with words, but at the moment, but ChatGPT is. But you can create images as well. So let's say another better way to do this is create an image of Jesus only on the cross with the background with a beautiful background, right, with no words. Okay, so emphasize no words, so you know they will come out words sometimes, but sometimes when you say no words, the words still come out lah. Okay, while we're waiting for this to do, okay, you can do other things as well. So on top of that, now you learn the basics. You can also use Google to access 3 very powerful things, which is Google Map, alright, Google Holidays, Google Hotels, and also Google Flights. So you can say things like search online the cheapest flight to Tokyo from Japan in December 2025. Alright, and what you do, you connect to the Google flight, as you can see here, and give you live updates of the cheapest flight in at the current moment of this video. So you can see this is a real time flight prices. And then you can say, give me hotel recommendations below $200 per day. Okay, and you understand I'm in Singapore, right? You can put you notice it connect to Google Hotels. So now it's trying to find all the hotels that is the cheapest in that price range that I give it. Alright, then you also can say, tell me where is Shibuya in Tokyo on the map. Alright, so you can also do that as well by accessing the Google Maps. Alright, it can tell you exactly the map as well. Alright, so that's something powerful that you can do. But take note, you must open a new chat every time you have a new task. So you can see I redo the picture, so now it's somewhat better. Alright, you can use this for this sermon video. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this short video tutorial. There's a lot more things I can share, but I just want to share the basic to you. And you enjoy this, do remember to subscribe, as I will share more video tutorials just like this, so that you can learn more about how to use Gemini AI. Thank you, and hope to see you again in another video.